Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for June 25th. We're looking at the U.S.-Japanese yen pair. This pair broke through the previous session's high, closed much lower, dropped in the opposite direction. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 80, 98, possibly as low as 78, 70. Look for some resistance around 80, 61, and look for some support around 79, 42. Now, looking at the Euro-USD pair, this pair closed down during today's session. We are looking for it to potentially go up and hit some resistance around 125.85, possibly moving down and hitting support around 124.65. Now, the pound-US dollar pair gapped down just a little bit, did retrace that gap, closed higher, kind of a small range day for the pound. Look for it to potentially go up and hit some resistance in this new session up to 156.33, possibly moving down and hitting support around 155.35. Now the US Swiss, this pair moved to the upside, closed higher. Look for this pair to potentially go up and hit some resistance around 0.9635 and look for some support around 0.9540. Okay, now as far as news announcements, we don't have any significant news announcements actually until tomorrow. So at this point, we are just kind of waiting around for that news announcement. Excuse me. Now, as far as what to expect, if you back out a little ways, we do have a couple of things we're looking at. Currently, I have this long-term trend line right here. It's been hit a couple of times, looking for that to break to the pound or on the US-Japanese yen pair. Looking more for a setup. Not sure why that's there. The Euro-USD has closed below a previous trend line. If you take this trend line and you draw it there, I realize this tail goes much further below it. Even if you do it from that point, you're still looking at a break close below that trend line. So I do anticipate it dropping, continuing to drop. Selling the lows would probably be a good bet for the euro. Now, considering the Euro USD dropped, let's zoom in a little bit just to kind of get an idea. It had a range of 94 pips today. The pound had a total range of 62. The pound closed up, the euro closed down. These two pairs are definitely correlated, positively correlated, meaning they move in the same direction. So selling off of the pound's low would be a very good play. We've broken trend line, closed below it. It closed up during today's session. The euro closed down and had a lot more volume. I could see a very strong day to the downside in the pound US dollar pair. So look to take out the previous session's low right about here at 155.35 mark, and then look to exit around the 154.69 mark. You are going through a 0-0 level there of the 15300 mark, so be careful of that. You'll be about 35 pips into the trade. Be a good time to move to break even. Let's take a look at the US Swiss. This pair has moved higher during this last session, so it'll be interesting to see what comes of that next. Just kind of going through some of the pairs that we have here. You can see the Euro Swiss is still locked to the 2000 mark. You notice we have, once you have a couple of sessions in a row of up, you get a strong pullback. And that's what we experienced in the pound Japanese yen during today's session. Definitely a strong move. If you notice, we have 3 down sessions in the Australian Canadian pair. Could see a potential reversal and move to the upside on this particular pair. So if you want to drop down to the 15-minute time frame, back out a little ways, you can see that we've tagged some of the highs for trend lines over the last couple of sessions where we've come down and now we're looking for that to reverse up. Very common play to buy here and then exit here, or at least grab 30 pips out of that. Well, I hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.